The Warriors are ready and the battlefield will be the Central Recreation and Fitness Center at the heart of Quezon City. This is the semifinals of the Manuel L. Quezon Intercollegiate Basketball League. I'm Coach Chris King de la Cruz. Kasama ko ngayon si Sheska Borin. Hatid ang aksyon saan man kayo naroon. And this will be a knockout semifinal Sunday for today. Kung makikita nyo, kami ni Cheska ay base na bahis. Gustong-gusto niyang pumasyal. Makikita natin sino ang unang papasyal sa ating apat na teams na natitira dito sa ating torneo. Pag-usapan natin ang ating matchups for our first game. It will be the MCU Supremos who are at number 1 against number 4, Diliman College Blue Dragons. Later on, St. Clair, who holds the number 2 seed, will battle the number 3 UST Growling Tigers. Pag-usapan natin ngayon, Cheska, yung ating match-up. MCU Supremos number 1 against number 4, Diliman College Blue Dragons. At makikita natin on our screens their previous matchup last June 25, MCU getting that one 68-61. The key factor here for MCU was the turnover story. They forced 24 turnovers against only 19 of their own and scored 29 points off those 24 turnovers against Diliman's 7 points. And Cheska, puntahan natin ang MCU. Anong napag-usapan ninyo ni Coach Ian Rosella during the pregame huddle?
According kay Coach Ian Rosella, wala ngayon si MJ Hosen, one of the key players in his team, and therefore he challenged his team, the boys, to step up in his absence. At syempre, ang culture naman talaga sa MCU is always the next man up.
Alright, malaking kawalan ang pagkakaupo ngayon ni MJ Hosen. Let's see who will fill that big shoes for MCU. At para naman sa Diliman, turnover story during their last match-up, 24 is too big a number for the turnovers, which produced 29 points for the opponents. Ano naman ang sinabi sa iyo, Cheska, ni Coach Renzi Bahar sa kanyang pag-uusap kanina?
On the other side, ang sabi ni Coach Renzi Bahar sa akin, busy week daw para sa kanila ngayon. And they had 3 games before this. And for their preparation, ready naman na daw sila. And they will always stick with the system that they usually do. But today, mas focus sila for a hard defense.
Right. They will turn really on the defensive end kung gusto nilang manalo dito itong Diliman College Blue Dragons. And let's see kung magiging epektibo nga ang strategy na yan ni Coach Renzi Bahar. And let's get this one going. It's the semifinals here at the Mqaa-Icbl. MCU against Diliman College. There's no more tomorrow. Let's turn it over to our venue announcer for the starting lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome you here at the new era Racing Fitness Center at Diliman, Kansas City. And this is the semifinals, final four. First game is the MC Supremos going up against the Diliman College Blue Dragons. And now let's call out the starters. Beginning with the MC Blue Supremos. Starting point guard number 8, Rafael Berniz. Starting guard number 22, David Santelices. Forward number 1, John Guevara. And forward number 5, Sean General. And at center number 18, Ordina Ongibby. And the head coach for the Nationals of Ramos is Ian Casella. And now here are the starting five for the Diliman College Blue Dragons. Point guard number 18, Nacho Calino. The other guard number 25, Ron Barcena. Forward number 17, Mira Manas. Forward number 7, Christian Rios. And the middle number 34, Clara Yontagna. And the head coach for the Blue Dragons is Renzi Bahar.
We are about to start this knockout semi-final round. First matchup for today, MCU Supremos number 1 against number 4 Diliman College Blue Dragons. Coach Ian Rosella going with Rafael Berniz Santelices at the backcourt. Forwards John Guevara and Sean General. Man in the middle, Promise Onyegiri, while Coach Renzi Bahar goes for a big, hot shooting lineup with Matthew Calilong at the point guard, Barcea, 2 guard, forwards Ira Manyas and Christian Rios, and Khalid Imbanya at the middle. Imbanya working immediately inside, molesting the defense of Promise Onyegiri, scoring the first 2 points of this ballgame. 2-0 is a count. Diliman on top. Santelices wanting to fire a 3. He gets it. MCU now at the lead. Daniel Santelices, swick shooter, nakaisa na po from way beyond. That's a good sign for Coach Ian Rosella. Dahil wala ngayon si MJ Hoson. Sabi ko nga nung pre-game, sino ang mag-fill ng shoes na yun at Christian Rios. On the other hand, for Diliman, fires from a distance and gets it to go to give back the lead to Diliman 5-4. 8:53 remaining in the first quarter. Berniz goes to his left. He has plans and goes through it. Scores inside. Hesitation move for Rafael Berniz. Successful over the defense of Khalid Mbanya. Barcea missing that 3-point shot. Imbanya offensive rebound, and he will score underneath. 4 points now for Khalid Mbanya, pacing the Diliman College Blue Dragons 7-5, 8:13 remaining. Santelices wanting that shot from distance, gives it up. John Guevara fires, and it will go out of bounds at the hands of Diliman College with 7:55 remaining in the first quarter. Coach Renzi Bahar electing to field shooters in the tall lineup against MCU to begin this ball game. Imbanya fakes and He will get the foul from Promise Onyegiri's first team foul for MCU. And it will be a tough night for Promise Onyegiri underneath as he will battle two of Diliman's finest foreign student athletes, Khalid Banya, missing his first free throw later on. Also, we'll see Solomon Kone as expected. Also a force in the middle inside for Diliman College. 0 out of 2 for Khalid Banya. Promise Onyegiri grabbing that board for MCU. Still 7-5 is our count. 7.5 minutes remaining in the first. Sean General kicks it out. Santelices, second three-point shot is good. 6 points now for Daniel Santelices. Gives the lead back to MCU 8-7. Pull-up jumper, Barcea missing it. Onyegiri grabs the board again. MCU running. Sean General again. Corner three. Perhis fakes it. And he won't get the roll, but Perhis will chirp the line for 2 free throws as he was fouled. Iram Manyas committing that foul against Rafael Perhis, who blew by his defender on that hesitation move. Rafael Perhis, isa din sa mga players ng District Warriors ni Congressman Arjo Atayde. Binabati natin ang mga constituents ni Congressman Arjo Atayde sa 1st District ng Quezon City. 2 out of 2 for Rafael Perhis. Probably isa siya sa mga talagang inaasahan ni Coach Ian para mag-step up para kay MJ Hoson na hindi lalaro ngayong araw na ito. Ngayong knockout semifinals, Christian Rios fires from the elbow and gets that 3 going in. 2 3-point shots. Christian Rios and Daniel Santelices naman para sa MCU. Nagsasagutan ng dalawang shooters ng magkabilang panig. And we have Cheska Botin for her first report of this ball game. Cheska.
Earlier, Coach Ian Rosella of Manila Central University told his team this is not just an elimination, treat this as a championship game, as he laid out strategies for executing in different aspects of their play. First quarter pa lang, they're already knocking down threes. Mukhang madikit ang laban na ipapakita nila ngayon. Kaya naman, abangan natin kung paano nila ipapagpapatuloy pa ang energy at composure nila hanggang sa dulo ng game. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, Cheska Borin. Yung sinasabi ni Coach Ian on that report from Cheska, lume-level up na tayo. Pumasok tayo sa semifinals. As expected, magle-level up din dapat yung play ng bawat isa. And we must treat this one as a championship game if they really want to get through to this phase. And as Iram Manyas fries from way beyond, not getting it, Barcea going inside to Imbanya against Onyegiri. Fakes. No good. And Onyegiri snatching the board for MCU. Still 10-all is our count. 5:27 remaining the first quarter. This is the semifinals of the Mqaa-Icbl. Santelices fires again from distance. No go. MCU gets the offensive rebound. Onyegiri inside, uses the left hand. No go. Gets his own miss against 3 blue shirts. Still no good. Perhis. Bail-out shot. Won't go. Balik ang bola ngayon sa Diliman. Rios. Hesitation, but Perhis was there. And good defense by Rafael Perhis, forcing the turnover against Christian Rios. Binabati natin ang ating presenters, Riz Cartel, Inasal Republic, Tatak Ilonggo, and also, syempre, ang ating founder na si Congressman Arjo Atayde. Nick Baluyot, pinasok na ngayon for the first time ni Coach Ian Rosella together with Ralph Tadeo, JM Katubag. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Katubag He'll fire it from distance. Won't get it to go. Diliman again on offense. Kalilong. Walang makapigil dun. No? Yung sa hesitation move na yun. Off speed. Changing speed. He will get the 2 points to bring Diliman up. And again, Diliman running. Kone! Jam! Muntik pang lumabas doon. Solomon Kone making his presence felt at naramdaman na yun ng MCU Supremos. Coach Ian Lasela will call a timeout. They're trailing 14-10. Prisking de la Cruz po bring you the action together with Cheska Borin and Paul Pinion. 14-10 is our count. Diliman on top. MCU calling a timeout, talking things over. Ralph Tadeo kick out pass. 1 second remaining on the shot clock, and the bailout shot will go in. But that's a shot clock violation. Di umabot. Garcia. Tough break there. Trying to beat the shot clock. Balik ngayon sa Diliman ng bola. Macho Kalilong. Reading the play against Nick Baluyot. Kone at the block against Katubag. Kone scores over JM Katubag. 4 points now for Solomon Kone. And another turnover by MCU for a pass. Kone spins and he will get the end one play opportunity. And Solomon Kone really making his presence felt with 2:58 remaining, scoring 6 straight points para sa Diliman College pagkapasok pa lamang. Lifting Diliman to an 8-point advantage. Pwede pa niyan dagdagan with this bonus free throw. Missing that one for Solomon Kone. Still 18-10 is our count, an 8-point lead para sa Diliman College with 2:50 left. Ralph Tadeo setting up the offense for MCU. There's a foul. Offensive foul against bench C. Ando Getting checks in for the first time for Diliman, replacing Macho Kalilong. To 10, Rios gives it to Kone inside. Turn around again. Kone scoring 8 straight points para sa Diliman College. 10 na po ang hawak-hawak na kalamangan ng Diliman, 20-10. Ralph Tadeo will be clobbered as he goes inside for a shot, and he will trip the line for 2 free throws. MCU really missing the services here by MJ Hoson. Binibigay niyang steadying presence. Yung isa sa mamimiss ng MCU as Ralph Tadeo sinks the first free throw. Ralph Tadeo together with Sean Generales, sila yung dalawang veterano dito ng MCU. Must really step up for them to really keep pace with Diliman. Garcia missing it in the corner. MCU running. There will be a foul. Smart foul there as Ismael Rimo was about to score an easy 2 points off that fast break. He will have to earn it from the stripe. 13 foul for Diliman. 1:54 remaining. 8-point lead for the Blue Dragons. Ismael Rimo, tinapyas na lamang ito sa 7. Scoring on his first free throw on this trip. Ismael Rimo, isa rin sa pwedeng sandigan ni Coach Ian Rosella. Had his good runs. This time, Coach Renzi Bahar's turn to talk things over. Lamang po sila ng 6 na puntos, 20-14. .153 left in the first quarter. Diliman with the possession. Kone inside against 2 white shirts, and he will be fouled, preventing that easy bucket underneath. Solomon Kone leading the charge here for Diliman College, scoring 8 straight points in that 4-minute stretch. Pagkapasok niya, bumirada na kagad itong si Solomon Kone. But he still struggles from the free throw line, missing that first one on the strip. Solomon Kone. Second free throw, missing it badly. 0 out of 2 on that trip to the line. 1:40 left in the first. MCU trying to chip that lead down. Garcia was met upstairs by Kone. No way. Rios. Nice pass to Maranya, who scores on that fast break attack. Leonard Maranya first 2 points. Ben C. fighting underneath against Solomon Kone, getting that advantage as MCU will retain possession with 1:10 remaining, still 22-14. Tyron Balsena, inupo muna ni Coach Renzi. Rimo gives it to Tadeo, goes left. He has plans. Gives it underneath. Bench C. Gandang positioning. Nice cut inside. First 2 points for Bench C. 16-22 still. Diliman on top. 44 seconds remaining. Getting. Kick out pass. 3-point shot. Won't go. MCU grabs the rebound. Tadeo off and running. Loses the handle. Macho Calilong will go all the way for Diliman College. That's the first 2 points for Matthew Calilong. 8-point lead now for Diliman, 24-16. Last 14 seconds of the quarter. And MCU can close it strongly. 14 seconds on the shot clock. 5 seconds to go. Garcia fires from way beyond against Cone. No good, and that would be it. An 8-point lead by Diliman at the close of the first canto. 24-16. Let's see what adjustments can Coach Ian do, especially in the absence of MJ Hawson, as we begin the second quarter. A strong showing by a determined number 4 seed Diliman College. Quietly stunning the number 1 seed MCU Supremos as they trail Diliman by 8 points as we start the second quarter. 24-16 our count. Coach Chris King de la Cruz po nagdadala ng aksyon sa inyo live from the Central Recreation and Fitness Center here at the heart of Diliman, Quezon City. Orlando Getting won't be able to get the rock. Masyadong mabilis yung pasa. Lucky break here for MCU as they force that turnover. They'll have a chance. And good pressure defense being applied here by Coach Renzi Bahar. MCU committing that 8-second violation. Coach Ian Racela being heard at the background. Too livid on that last play, giving Diliman a chance to increase this lead as Macho Calilong kicks it out. Orlando Getting 3-point shot hits the side iron. Lucky break for Diliman as they get the offensive rebound. Cone Getting, and too many steps for Orlando Getting. Second guess that move. Di mawari kung ano bang gustong gawin doon ni Orlando Getting. Ditira ko ba? Ipapasok ko ba sa loob? Again, MCU forcing that turnover. Again, a chance for them to inch their way closer to this 8-point lead. Garcia against Maranya. And we have Cheska Borin for her second report for this ball game. Cheska.
Going into the second half on the other side during the timeouts, Coach Rancy Bahar of Diliman College emphasized maintaining the pressure in the game. Dagdag pa niya, kailangan nilang mas maging consistent sa pag-box out to limit the opponent's chance to shoot. With that kind of focus, siguradong magiging mas intense pa ang bakbakan ng both teams sa huling mga quarters. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, Jessica. Hindi kasi sapat lang yung meron kang malaki doon sa loob. And you must be smart enough to create space. Tanggalin yung space nung malaki doon to get that rebound. And what's the key there is to box out. You see here on the floor, there's a height advantage being enjoyed by Diliman as they have Solomon Coneng Kalibimbaan niya inside, and si Promise Onyogiri lang ang matitira para dito sa MCU as Sean General miss that turnaround jumper. Jump ball goes to Diliman. Top break for Coach Ian Rosella. 2 minutes gone by, wala pang nakakascore dito sa ating dalawang koponan sa pagbubukas ng second quarter. Two teams turning into defensive mode as we begin the second quarter. 8:08 remaining. And Rios couldn't handle it. Bola babalik sa kamay ng Diliman College. Rios getting the inbound pass. Cone providing the shield. Barcena, Kalilong thought about the three. Pinasok but Christian Rios was there to clean up the mess. And up the lead now to double digits at 10. 26-16. Sean General block, but sabi ng ating referee may sumabit daw doon. He will troop the line for 2 free throws. Good intention there by Sean General, recognizing that he could fish for a foul and brought that rock strongly on a baseline drive. Now he is on the line for 2 free throws. First free throw is good for Sean General. First point of the ball game. Isa sa mga veterano ni Coach Ian Rosella. This team barely 2 years old. I saw how this team was really put up 2 years ago. Ira Manyas for Diliman checking back in for Coach Rancy Bahar. Pinalitan si Maranya with 7:36 remaining. Diliman going inside to Cone, easy 2 points. Slowly, itong si Solomon Cone, 10 puntos na ang naibubuslot. 10 puntos din ang kalamangan tangan-tangan ngayon ng Diliman College, 28-18 with 7:13 left in the second quarter. MCU, Rafael Perhis carrying his team at his shoulders, scoring for MCU. 6 points for Rafael Perhis, also a member of the District Warriors. Again, Cone using the left hand inside on a turnaround. 12 points for Solomon Cone only on this first half alone. Probably that's the strategy of Coach Rancy, taking advantage of the height disparity. Ismael Rimo falling down, losing his balance. John Guevara, 3 seconds on the shot clock. No good on that jumper. Kalilong starting the break for Diliman. Manyas at the corner. No go. Pagkakataon ng MCU makascore. And Sean General will get the hoop in the arm on that layup. What an assist from Rafael Perhis, seeing the streaking Sean General on the other side. At sa mga gusto pong manalo ng 500 pesos worth ng GCash, Eto na po ang una nating katanungan. Sinong key player ng MCU ang hindi lumalaro ngayon? A. MJ Hoson, B. Rafael Verhis. I-comment lamang po ang inyong sagot, pangalan, address at contact number kasamang hashtag MQAAICBL. 8-point lead by Diliman, 30-22. Rios firing from distance. Cone loses the offensive rebound. And Sean General will touch the ball last. 10 seconds on the shot clock by Diliman. Rios. Kalilong up top. Cone again. Turn around. Nothing there. Sean General gives it to John Guevara for MCU. Are looking to trim down this lead. Katubag on challenge on the turnaround jumper, making it 24-30. Napatawag ng timeout doon si Coach Renzi Bahar. Magbabalik po kami.
Yes, sir. Ay, pala, sa kabila. Kala ako dun.
We're back in action here, live from the Central Recreation and Fitness Center, Diliman, Quezon City. Unti-unti na pong kumakatok ang MCU sa pintuan ng Diliman College, swimming down the lead to just 6 points. But Cone missing that shot. Cone against two white shirts, and he will be called for an offensive foul. Lucky break there for MCU, as they will try to inch their way closer to the 6-point deficit that they're facing with 5:10 left in the second quarter. So far, Sean General leading the charge here to cut this lead to just 6 points, together with Rafael Verhis. John Guevara hesitating. Verhis uses that Onyegiri screen, goes to his left, kicks it out. Guevara, 2 seconds on the shot clock, blocked by Khalid Mbanya. 2-on-1 break, and it will be a miss. Tough break for Diliman, as 2 chances wasted on that sequence. But Matthew Calilong pwedeng bumawi as he troops the line for 2 free throws, as he was fouled. Matthew Calilong missing on the first. Binabati uli natin ang ating presenters, Race Cartel, Inasal Republic, and ating founder na si Congressman Arjo Atayde. Macho Calilong scores his 3rd point of the game with that trip to the line. 1 out of 2, 31-24. 7-point lead. Santelices fires from the elbow and knocks it in. 3 3-point shots na ang binubuslo ni Daniel Santelices to keep MCU within striking distance. 4 na lamang po ang kanilang hinahabol. 31-27 for 23 left in the second. And Christian Rios pamatay sunog with that pull-up jumper. 8 points now for Christian Rios still. Diliman on top, 33-27. MCU trying to figure out paano makalapit palalo. Perhis faking.
Pinantayan na siya.
Katubag. Nice pass there. Perhis really making his teammates look good. Stepping up for MJ Hawson. Giving that late pass to JM Katubag. JM Katubag also rising to the occasion. 4 na puntos na po ang hinahabol ng ini-score ni JM Katubag. JM Katubag scoring on that free throw. 5 points. Meanwhile, a miss from way beyond by Diliman. 3 na lamang itong kalamang ang tangan-tangan nila. 3.5 minutes left here in the second quarter. John Guevara, Onyegir providing the shield. So Astulayan. John Guevara, strong drive. Getting rewarded for that sacrifice of his body. Placing Diliman on penalty. Still with 3:19 left and John Guevara first free throw is good. Ito si John Guevara, anak ng isa sa finest youth coaches around here, si Coach RJ Guevara ng Letran. He's also now an assistant coach for Coach Ian Rosella here at MCU. Maranya drills one from way beyond. Santelices thought about the three, gives it to Promise inside, couldn't handle the rock, turning the hot potato over. And Coach Ian Rosella will ask for a coach's challenge. 5-point lead for Diliman, 36-31. .316 remaining.
Replay.
Nabati natin mga constituents ni Kong Arjo, our founder, sa 1st District ng Quezon City. Hindi lang sa 1st District, the whole of Quezon City, the whole of Metro Manila. Buong Pilipinas na rin na nanonood at kung saan man kayo naroon ngayon. Coach Ian Rosella contesting the call. The call will stay. Diliman basketball with 3:16 left. 5-point lead steal by Diliman College, 36-31. Tough break there for Coach Ian and MCU. Momentum stopper. Rios attacking the defense inside. Nothing there. Imbanya grabbing the offensive rebound. Getting fouled. Promise Onyegiri committing his second personal foul. Only the first team foul for MCU with 3:16 left. Testament of the good defense they're playing in this quarter. Play was top. Baseline inbound for Diliman with 14 seconds remaining in the shot clock. Quick shot from the corner. No good. Maranya goes to his left. Lays it in. 5 straight points for Leonard Maranya. Kanina, he drills one from distance and now getting the rock strong to the cup. Santelices, another 3-point shot. Iinit na tong si Daniel Santelices. 4 na 3-point shots na ang binubuslo. With 12 points now, pacing the MCU Supremos. Slicing the lead down to just 4 points. Maranya. And wasted opportunity there for Diliman as Maranya throws the ball away. Balik ang bola ngayon sa MCU. No chance to inch their way closer with 2.5 minutes left in the quarter. Ralph Tadeo sizing up Maranya. Santelices the mark man. Guevara, corner 3, hits the side iron. Nakuha offensive rebound. Guevara kicks it out to Ralph Tadeo. 10 seconds to shoot. Ben Shi providing the shield. Tadeo. Long 2. Only a 2-point lead for Diliman College as MCU was able to figure out the maze that Diliman presented to them. Santelices, 3-point shot! 15 points for Daniel Santelices. And now, MCU leading 40-38. Kapag force pa sila ng turnover. What a performance in the first half by Daniel Santelices, drilling 5 3-point shots, scoring 15 points. Timeout, Diliman College. MCU seizing the lead 40-38 against Diliman with 1.5 minutes and change. Daniel Santelices scoring 15 big points. 5 3-point shots only this quarter. Parang may gustong patunayan itong batang ito kay Coach Ian Rosella. Stepping up in the absence of his teammate MJ Hoson. MCU. Tadeo. Shot erased by Kalidimbanya. Maranya against Ben C. Ben C. Clobbering Leonard Maranya on the drive to the cup. Daryl Santelices talagang napakalupit ni Daniel ngayong araw na ito. Salamat sa iyong suporta as Leonard Maranya missing on that first free throw attempt. Nabati natin lahat ng mga nanonood sa atin ngayon. Leonard Maranya, 1 out of 2 on the trip to the line. 8 points for the point guard of Coach Morenzi Bahar off the bench, providing quality minutes. Ralph Tadeo giving it to Santelices, the hot hand for MCU right now. Bench C wanting the give and go. 1 second to shoot. And a shot clock violation for MCU. Masyadong natagalan dun. Wanting to find Santelices, giving again an opportunity and opening for him to strike from distance, but no go, as Orlando Geteng meanwhile getting his own miss. But he will be fouled and he will trip the line for 2 free throws. Still MCU on top, 40-39. Good defensive job by the Supremos this quarter, clawing their way back as Orlando Geteng tying this game to 40 apiece, sinking his first free throw. Diliman, offensive rebound in Banya, no go. Good interior defense by Bench C, standing his ground against a taller, heftier in Banya. 22 seconds before we close the second chapter of this matchup. Guevara kicks it out. Tadeo firing from the elbow. He gets the 3 to go. Two seconds. And that would do it. MCU riding on the hot showing, hot shooting of Daniel Santelices will close the second quarter 43-40. the half. We're back here at the Central Recreation and Fitness Center in Diliman, Quezon City. Semi-finals game number 1 between MCU and Diliman. Diliman going for a strong performance during the first quarter. Christian Rios pacing them with 10 points together with Solomon Cone, who scored 12 points in the first half, while MCU struggled in the first quarter but was able to regain their bearing in the second quarter with a hot shooting performance of number 22 Daniel Santelices. Si Solomon Cone, one of his 2 points of his 12, doing it on both ends of the floor. Leonard Maranya also contributing big today for Diliman. Matthew Calilong, on the other hand, still a steady presence for Coach Renzi Bahar and the Blue Dragons. Rafael Perhis for MCU, trying to fill the shoes left by MJ Hoson, who's not playing today for the number 1 seed MCU, who's leading as we enter the second half. We're about to begin the third quarter with MCU leading 43-40. Bago tayo magsimula ng second half, binabati natin ang ating founder. He's in the house, Congressman Arjo Atayde of the 1st District of Quezon City. Also, lahat ng constituents ni Kong Arjo sa 1st District, at abangan nyo po lahat ng mga taga District 1. Magsisimula na ang ating basketball tournament D1 Season 3. Wait for the announcements. Lahat ng mga player supporters ng bawat barangay ng District 1 ay humanda na mag-cheer at sumuporta sa kanilang mga lugar.
MCU by Valdeo on the 2 minutes and 11 seconds of the second quarter is just a 2-point field goal. So our official score will be 30 for the Diliman College Blue Dragons, 42 for the MCU Supremos.
2 points lang pala yun.
The last 3-point shot by Santelices was downgraded to a 2-point field goal. So our score at the start of the second half, this third quarter, will be 42 for MCU and 40 for the Diliman Blue Dragons.
Nag-1 lang.
Binabati natin, happy birthday po, Boss Vic Baron. Happy birthday, sir, at salamat sa panonood ng Mqaa-Icbl. This is our first semi-final match for today, Sunday. Number 1 MCU battles Diliman, number 4. Diliman will get the crack on offense as last touch there by MCU off that Perhis miss. I'm glad to have you with us. Lahat po ng nanonood from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Matthew Calilong makes his move. Christian Rios up top. Maranya staying on the floor, giving quality minutes. Alhoy natira, wala. Perhis, the bump. Anything but the shot there. Marcena Press broken. Kone underneath against two white shirts. There's a foul. Onyegiri. Binaba yung kanyang kamay on that 14 seconds to shoot. Quick inbound. And two quick fouls there for Promise Onyegiri. Couldn't keep up with the pace of Diliman's offense. Problem now for Coach Ian Racela. And we have a report for Cheska Botin. Cheska.
With Manila Central University leading against Diliman College, Coach Ian Racela still makes adjustments for the team. He points out the things that they're lacking in the past 2 quarters that had gone. Aside from that, kanina before the tip-off, nakausap ko si Ismael Rimo, one of the key players in MCU. Ang sabi niya, for the preparation of his team, nagpapaguide pa rin siya, and ang laging sinasabi ni Coach Ian sa kanya is to step up. Lalo na at medyo malaking adjustments ang gagawin nila because of the absence of MJ Hoson and Mark Gabiata. As the third quarter continues, let's see if the tables will turn. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, Cheska Botin. 42 apiece. Two key players missing from MCU's roster for today as Kalilong hits that floater to give the lead again to Diliman College, 44-42. Mark Gabiera missing together with MJ Hoson, and a foul was given up there by Diliman College. 8:24 remaining in the third. Third personal for Matthew Kalilong. 5 points scored by Kalilong during the first half. Pag-usapan natin in the pre-game yung turnover story. Pero bago yun, Santelis is really waxing hot here in this game. 17 points as he drained that 3-point shot, and Solomon Kone wasn't able to get the rock inside. Turnover, Diliman. Sabi ko nga kanina sa pre-game, really MCU capitalizing last game nila noong June 25. Yung turnover story, scoring 24 points from turnovers as Katubag drains that floater off the bank. 7 points for JM Katubag. Maranya missing. Kone, offensive rebound, and shot won't go, but he will trip the line for 2 free throws. 3-point lead for MCU. JM Katubag committing the foul. Second team foul for MCU. More than the 11 points na average ni MJ Hoson. Talaga nami-miss nila dito yung steadying presence. As Solomon Kone scores his 13th point of the ball game. Second free throw is good. 2 out of 2 on that trip to the line, making it 14 points for his personal production for today for Solomon Kone. Bringing Diliman to within 1, 47-46, 7:10 remaining in the third. General from way beyond, alam niyang hindi papasok, but his turnaround from the baseline, no go. Rebound battle won by MCU. Good hustle there by JM Katubag against Solomon Kone. 14 on the shot clock, 7 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Santelices, Mark Man, Guevara, General popping in, gives Guevara the shield. Guevara will miss, but Perhis was there to grab the garbage, turning it to gold. 49-46 MCU, and there's an offensive foul, frustration foul there. Possibly against Matthew Calilong. That's Leonard Maranya who committed that offensive foul. Momentum shifting in favor of MCU with 6:38 left. They have a 3-point lead. Byron Barcena checking out in favor of Orlando Getting. Guevara, 7 on the shot clock. You want to give Santelices a chance, but a moving screen there underneath by J.M. Katubag. It's only the second personal foul by J.M. Katubag. Kailangan dito si J.M. Katubag underneath. Promise on Yagiri already in the foul trouble. Calilong against Guevara. Gives it to Rios on the other side. Getting. Thinking 3. Gives it to Kone on the block. 8 seconds to shoot. Kone against bench C. Against 2 white shirts, and possession arrow of the jump ball. Diliman College ball. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Dilimano must make an attempt immediately. Getting the 3. Tough break for MCU as Getting ties the score at 49 apiece. 4 points now for Orlando Getting. 5:50 left here in the third. General gives it to Rafael Perhis, getting extended minutes for the semifinal game in the absence of MJ Hoson. General gives it to bench C. Steal by Calilong. 3-on-2 break. And Christian Rios will finish on the other side again. Diliman seizing the lead, 51-49. 14 points for Christian Rios. Baluyot, strong drive. He will be fouled. And MCU would be needing more of those. The likes of Nick Baluyot to fill in the shoes of MJ Hoson, who's absent for today's game. Diliman College again back on top. 2-point lead. 5:18 left. Remember, ito pong laro natin ay knockout for today. Sino mananalo po will advance to the finals on Saturday here in the same venue. Nick Baluyot missing the first free throw. Ang matatalo po will be relegated to play in the battle for third. 0 out of 2 for Nick Baluyot on the trip to the line. Sayang na pagkakataon para maitabla itong larong ito. Calilong gives it to Rios. 3-point shot will go in. 17 points for Christian Rios. Slowly pacing. Baluyot give and go. What a beauty of that play. Nick Baluyot scoring inside. First 2 points for Nick Baluyot. Trimming down the lead to just 3. Getting corner 3. Hits the side iron, bench C rebound. But Getting was there. Almost. Baluyot gives it back to Tadeo. Fires from the elbow. No good. And there was a foul. Coach Renzi Bahar appealing his case. And Kalidimbanya called for that foul. First personal foul for Kalidimbanya. 4:12 left and Ismael Rimo checks back in for MCU. Baluyot gets the inbound pass. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Rimo. So, pagkapasok pa lang gusto na kagad iparama yung kanyang presensya. Nothing there. Kalilong. Imbanya in the middle. No good. Get another chance for MCU, but there's a foul away from the ball. Possible unsportsmanlike foul. Tensions beginning to rise. Ismael Rimo, possible involved Harty. Ismael Rimo pushing off on that last play. It will be just a regular foul. Sabi ng Diliman, penalty na raw ang MCU. And habang sinusort out po ng ating officials, binabati natin ang ating presenters in the South Republic, Risk Cartel, and our founder, Congressman Arjo Atayde, who's in attendance today in the venue. Central Recreation Fitness Center. Ismael Rimo getting that foul. An offensive foul. Balik ang possession para sa Diliman College with 3:47 left in the third quarter. Matthew Kalilong using that Imbanya screen, wanting to give it to Rios. Rios receives against De La Cruz. Rios, 3-point shot, in and out. Imbanya offensive rebound, turn around. The bank is open for Khalid Imbanya. 6 points now for the man in the middle. He paced Diliman early in the opening quarter. Rimo driving strong. Scoring. Sinasabi kanina ni Cheska, nakausap na itong si Ismael Rimo. Gusto ni Coach Ian na mag-step up siya dahil nga kulang sila ngayon. 2 players absent from the roster of MCU. It's Imbanya against 3 white shirts. Parang pulot-pukyutang kinuyog sa loob ng mga bubuyog si Khalid Imbanya. That places MCU in the penalty. Still, they're trailing by 3 points, 56-53. 2:49 left here in the third quarter. Khalid Imbanya missing. 6 points for the big guy. Solomon Cone hindi pa bumabalik ditong ngayong third quarter. Zero out of 2. Ismael Rimo immediately running coast to coast, but he will be fouled.
Review.
56-53, still our count. There's a review of the last play. With 2:46 remaining. Binabati again natin ang mga constituents ni Congressman Arjo Atayde sa 1st District ng Quezon City. Together with our presenters, Risk Cartel and the Inasal Republic, Tatak Ilonggo. Let's see what will be the verdict of our officials. Close game for the semi-final matchup. Nothing is sure at this point with 2:46 still remaining in the third quarter. Number 4 seed Diliman College leading by 3 points. Ang difference maker here ay nung nakaraang laro po nila noong June 25 ay nakapaglaro pa po si MJ Hoson. Right now, he's absent for this game. Daniel Santelices hasn't scored yet here in the second half as he paced MCU off his hot shooting, scoring 17 points, or rather 14 points. Isang 3 points pa lang ang naibubuslo rito. 2:46 left. We're back in action. MCU possession. Ismael Rimo sizing up his defender. Drive strong to the cup, and he will be taking too many steps as he committed a traveling violation. Tough break for MCU with that turnover. Diliman will have a chance to stretch this 3-point lead. 2:27 remaining. Baluyot with a steal, and he will go coast to coast and score. Only a solitary point separating these two teams, 56-55 with 2:09 left. Rios pull-up jumper, and he will get the lucky bounce. The bank is open for Christian Rios on the Sunday. 19 points for Christian Rios, making it again a 3-point game for Diliman. 1:48 remaining in the third. Rimo driving strong to the cup. He was fouled. Ismael Rimo trying his best to step up. He will get a trip to the line for 2 free throws. Ismael Rimo, one of the more athletic guys in the roster of Coach Ian Racela, sinking that first free throw. Naging best player of the game din to sa isang panalo ng MCU, but that time missing on that free throw attempt. Dalawa na lang po ang hinahabol ng MCU, 58-56. Barcena, corner to rather, elbow free, no good. Val Tadeo signaling the play for MCU. Bench C giving the screen. Baluyot on the other side. 10 seconds on the shot clock, and Rimo trying to get free from Rufus Eligado underneath. Yun na nga, natawagan na ba si Rufus Eligado. 2 free throws coming up for Ismael Rimo as both teams now are in the penalty. Chance for Ismael Rimo to tie this game with these 2 free throws. First one is good. MCU, mga players nila tulong-tulong ngayong araw na ito. 2 out of 2 on the trip. We have a tied game at 58 apiece. 1:16 remaining in the third. Cross-court pass. Imbanya at the block against 3 white shirts, no good. Benj C clobbers the board for MCU. 62 seconds left in the third. Rob Tadeo shaking and baking. Kicks it out to Baluyot. Baluyot. Benj C will try his hand from way beyond. Too strong. Diliman at the break. Rios the hot hand for the Blue Dragons. Barcena inch his way closer. Left-handed layup. But second chance opportunity is good for Tyrus Tyrone Barcena, first 2 points. Started the game for Diliman earlier. Lifts Diliman again to a 2-point lead, 60-58. Last 21 seconds of the third quarter. Ralph Tadeo buying his time against Orlando Geteng. 3 seconds differential between shot clock and game clock. Tadeo spinning. Floater, no good. Tadeo with the offensive rebound, and he was blocked. And that would do it. Diliman will close the third quarter with a 2-point lead, 60-58. Fourth quarter, we're live here at the Central Recreation and Fitness Center in Diliman, Quezon City. And let's see who will blink. This has been a close game. Exchanges of leads between these two teams. Glad to have you with us, Coach Chris King de la Cruz po. Kasama si Cheska Boden and Paul Piñon, bringing you today's semifinal action in the Mqaa-Icbl. Santelices balik na. Gives it to Sean General. Fade away. Will trickle in for Sean General. 2 points in the fourth quarter. 6 points in total. 60 all. And we have a report from Cheska Borin.
Other side, before the tip-off earlier, nakausap ko naman ng isa sa mga key players ng Diliman College na si Matthew Calilong. He shared that they had a game yesterday and hopefully yung magandang ipinakita nila sa game na yon will also translate in this game. And for Matthew, magandang warm-up ang nangyaring game nila kahapon para sa game nila ngayong semifinals dito sa Mqaa. Lastly, ang sabi pa ni Matthew ay, he really took a good sleep and uminom siya ng maraming tubig at talagang kita natin sa laro niya na pinaghandaan niya ang game na to. Therefore, let's see what will both teams show until the final buzzer. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, Cheska Borin. Mukhang marami-raming tubig ang kailangan pang inumin ni Matthew Calilong because he's struggling in today's game, only scoring 5 points at this point. Christian Rios, on the other hand, 2 out of 2 on the trip to the line. 21 big points for Christian Rios, showing up today big in the semi-final matchup. Lifting again Diliman. A 2-point lead, and Manyas buttering Perhis. Ball will stay at the hands of MCU with 9:16 remaining in the fourth quarter. Sean General 10 to operate for MCU. Perhis gives it to Onyegiri, met upstairs by Ira Manyas. What a block from Ira Manyas. Timing, smothering pressures or promise Onyegiri underneath. That is one highlight that we should not miss at the end of this ball game. Pull-up jumper, meanwhile, miss for Diliman. General gives it up, and Ismael Rimo will score on the break. 8 points for Ismael Rino, tying this game to 62 all. Marcena missing on the 3 try. Forward pass. Perhis back to Rimo. What an execution. 2-man game. Effective for MCU, 64-62. MCU on top. That Perhis and Rimo combination has worked wonders for MCU, but Kalilong have other plans. Kone, offensive rebound, kicks it out. Rios, the hot hand, no good. That will go out of bounds. And momentum now shifting to the MCU Supremos with 7:50 left. John Guevara checks back in for Coach Ian Rosella and the Supremos. They're up by 2 points. Guevara goes to the other side, using his left, gives it to Onyegiri. Back to Guevara, corner 3, wide. Marcena gets the rebound for Diliman. Off to the races. Defense was quick to recover. 7:20 left. 13 on the shot clock. Kalilong kicks it out. Maranya. Drive, no go at offensive rebound. Nice boxing out job by Leonard Maranya, getting his own miss. Now he will choop the line for 2 free throws. Lost opportunity there by MCU. No rebounders in sight during that sequence. First free throw for Leonard Maranya. It's good. 9 points in total, making it 10 and tying again this ball game to 64 all. Sabi ko nga at the opening of our fourth quarter, sino ang kukurap?
Ganda talaga, kanina pa.
Ang kukurap maglalaro sa third place game still inside the same venue on Saturday. Matitirang magwawagi papasok sa finals on Saturday. Onyegiri at the block. Perhis fires from way beyond. Looping shot, no good. Orlando Geteng gives it to Maranya. Kalilong gives it on the other side. Kone against 2 white shirts, turning around, and he will make that difficult shot. Solomon Kone, 16 points in total. Scored 12 points in the first half, lifting Diliman again to a 2-point lead, 66-64. Give and go, gone wrong 3-1 break. Diliman will score with that Maranya layup. 4-0 run by Diliman. Personal scoring run by Leonard Maranya lifts Diliman by 4. We have a time. .609 left here in the fourth quarter. Glad to have you with us. Leonard Maranya scoring 4 straight points for Diliman to stretch their lead to 4 points, 68-64. MCU now on offense. Almost a broken play. Rimo gives it to the cutting Sean General. And I think our officials will review, but MCU is protesting that they're saying that that shot will count as a goaltending. Let's see how our officials will sort this out. Meanwhile, binabati natin mga presenters natin. Risk Cartel, Inasal Republic, and Congressman Arjo Atayde of the 1st District of Quezon City, our founder. Lahat-lahat po ng nanonood ay ating binabati. And let's see our head of our officials, Andrew Mangandi, still on the review. Binabati na natin lahat-lahat ng nanonood ng ating laro ngayon, lahat ng mga students ng magkabilang paaralan, MCU and Diliman College. Maraming salamat sa pagsuporta ninyo sa inyong paaralan. Right now, Diliman College on top by 4 points. No basket there, as told by our referees. And possession will be held by MCU. And Diliman stating their case. Again, we're glad to have you with us, Coach Chris King de la Cruz po. Kasama si Sheska Borin, kasama rin si Paul Pinion. Bringing you the live action of the semi-final round match between MCU and Diliman College for the Mqaa-Icbl. We're live here at the Central Recreation and Fitness Center at the heart of Diliman, Quezon City. Kung kayo po ay nandito lamang po sa paligid ng ating venue, ay inaanyayahan na namin kayo to troop this very beautiful venue that we have for our games for today, and to see live action. Later on, we'll have number 2 seed St. Clair Saints against the number 3 seed UST Growling Tigers. And Diliman, after a review, will get the crack on offense, a chance to stretch this 4-point lead, 68-64. Crucial stretch here for both teams. MCU must make their move if they want really to seize this game, take home the win, and go to the finals. Diliman, on the other hand, also Matthew Calilong flexing. Mukhang narinig ako ni Matthew Calilong. Right now, nagising na. Scoring his 7th point off the board, and he will get a chance for a bonus free throw. That's a 3-point play opportunity. Stretching the lead to 6 points, 70-64. 5.5 minutes and change. JM Katubag adding to the problems of Coach Ian Rosella, committing his 4th personal foul with only 5:31 left. Matthew Calilong completes the 3-point play. 8 points for Matthew Calilong, waking up at the right time here in the 4th quarter. 7-point lead enjoyed by Diliman against the number 1 seed MCU Supremos. 2 UCAL rivals playing against each other. Tadeo, running jumper wide, and he will commit the shot clock violation. MCU nowhere to go on that sequence. 5 minutes and change. Still a 7-point lead for Diliman. Looking good at this point. Kone providing the shield for Calilong. Calilong against Tadeo. 10 on the shot clock. Spinning. Too wide. MCU starting the break. Sean General. So in playing good for this game. Rafael Perhis wants to create for MCU. Gives it back to General. 7 seconds to work with. Katubag. Pass deflected. Completed steal by Leonard Maranya, who goes all the way. Leonard Maranya, 6 points here in the second half to make it a 9-point game for Diliman with 4:09 remaining in the 4th quarter. Perhis against Maranya. One-hander, short. Kone battling for rebound against Perhis. And Coach Renzi Bahar using his coach's challenge with 3:59 remaining. Sabi ng ating officials, wala na raw challenge ay nagamit na. Daniel Santelices, the hot hand for MCU, checking back in. Para naman sa Diliman, Christian Rios ibinalik na rin together with Orlando Getting. Santelices, corner 3. What a game here for Daniel Santelices. 3-point shots. 20 points for Daniel Santelices. 67-73. Kalilong fires his own. No go. MCU forward pass now. Rimo goes to the cup. Strong off the glass. And he will score. 5-point blast. Coach Renzi Bahar is livid as he calls a timeout. They're still up 73-69. During the Coach Renzi Bahar was assessed a technical foul for unsportsmanlike behavior, and Daniel Santelices sat the line for the technical free throw, sinking that one in. 21 points for Daniel Santelices to make it a 3-point game. Still, Diliman up 73-70. 3:18 left in the fourth quarter. Rios wanting to give it to Kone, but asks for a screen. He fires from way beyond. No good. And again, MCU wanting to run. Defense of Diliman quickly recovering in time. Rimo gives it to bench C. Santelices fires from way beyond. He checked there for Daniel Santelices. And Ismael Rimo will run out of space, saving that ball. Balik ngayon ang bola sa Diliman. Warning was given against MCU, faking a foul. Para po sa mga nagtatanong, yun po yung sinasabi nating flopping. Bawal po yun sa FIBA rules. Kalilong floater, and Rios missing that follow-up. Crucial miss there. Perez, and forward pass intended for Sean General goes wayward, and lucky break there for Diliman. A turnover for MCU with 2.5 minutes remaining. Kalilong goes to Rios. Kone positioning himself against bench C inside. Shot goes nowhere there. Santelices corner 3. Rims out. He had 6 of those. And Rios goes coast to coast, and Kone will get the hoop and the harm. to make it a 5-point lead. Diliman. Rafael Perhis, the guilty party, fouling Solomon Cone, scoring 18 points. Huge factor here for Diliman. Bonus free throw rattling out. We are entering the last 2 minutes of this ball game. 5-point lead for Diliman. Will they be able to sustain this and march their way into the finals on Saturday, still in the same venue? Or MCU will be able to have a miracle of sorts? Cone in the middle, turning around, missing, grabs his own miss, scoring 4 straight points. Just like that, it's now a 7-point lead for Diliman, 77-70 with 1:25 remaining of time. Looks like an upset is in the offing as Diliman holds a 7-point lead over MCU, 77-70 with 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Let's see how Diliman will react, and they will commit a turnover. Inbound violation. And that would probably seal the deal for Diliman College. Ralph Baluyot checks back in. Kalilong makes his move using that Cone screen. Lucky break there as MCU will get back possession with 1:18 left. And that last play will be reviewed by our officials. Both teams are back to their respective benches. We're glad to have you with us. MCU right now trying to figure out how to steal this game from the hands of Diliman College. Right now, MCU ball. MCU must now create fast. Remember, ito pong dalawang koponan ito ay kilalang kilala ang bawat isa dahil sila ay naglalaro sa isang mother league ang UCAL. Players here know each other more. Biyasang-basa nila ang kalakasan at kahinaan ng bawat isa. 1:18 left in the fourth quarter as John Guevara against Matthew Calilong. Ben C against Cone up top. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Garcia lines up for a 3. Rims out and Cone secures the rebound for Diliman. 58 seconds left. If Diliman will create here, that would be it. Calilong against 3 white shirts, 4 white shirts. Garcia gets the steal. And Santelices will score. Last-ditch effort for MCU. They're not fouling. And Calilong will score. No good. Sean General grabs the rebound. 27 seconds left. Only a 5-point lead. Guevara. Diliman will foul. That's only the first team foul in the fourth quarter. Coach Ian Rosella will try to figure this one out. They're staring at a 5-point deficit and a possible defeat. 77-72. They need now is probably a quick 2 to prevent this upset in the making. Remember, MCU defeated Diliman in their last meeting last June 25, but looks like Diliman will get the revenge when it counts the most. Today, naglagan po ang pinag-uusapan natin ngayon, semi-final round. 21 seconds left. Barring any miracles, Diliman will march on to the finals. But let's see if MCU can pull off a Tracy McGrady-like miracle. It's just a 5-point lead, and the door is still open for MCU. Huge loss for MJ Hossa not playing for today for the cause of MCU. Big loss there. 11 points. Drive to the hoop. And the circle shot won't go. And Leonard Maranya slowing it down. This is an impending win. Daniel Santelices scoring 23 points. Going nowhere today. Wasted effort for that sniper for MCU, and Matthew Calilong on the line to seal this deal. His first free throw is good. 8 points for Matthew Calilong. And that should seal the deal. 6-point lead for Diliman. As he misses and gets his own miss. 4 seconds remaining. No foul given, and Diliman College Blue Dragons will march on to the finals of the Manuel L. Quezon Athletics Association Intercollegiate Basketball League on Saturday in this same venue, defeating the top seed MCU Supremos 78-72. Will be back for the best player of the ball game interview. And we have Cheska Borin with our best player of the ball game, Machu Kalilong. Cheska.
And now for the Inasal Republic best player of the game, we have here Matthew Kalilong with 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 12 assists of Diliman College. Matthew, mukhang nag-work yung marami mong pag-inom ng tubig, pati enough sleep mo. So how do you feel knowing na bound to finals na kayo in the next game?
Ayun lang, yung thankful pa rin kami kay Lord na nakuha namin yung panalo ngayon na sinunod lang namin yung yung pinapagawa sa amin ni Coach Renzi. Talagang lahat na player sa Diliman challenge ni Coach Renzi, walang mabait sa kanya, lahat kailangan paghirapan namin, lahat kailangan makaramdam lahat ng pagkapanalo at pagkatalo. Yun lang, inom lang kami ng maraming tubig tsaka na natulog kami ng maaga. Kaya siguro nanalo kami ngayon.
And during the game nga, nanalo kayo. Ano yung adjustments na ginawa nyo that turned the table against MCU?
Yung in-adjust namin yung talaga yung depensa, talagang almost 1 week kami nag-prefer sa semifinals na yung ina-ensayo namin puro depensa, talagang walang bigayan sa ensayo, lahat walang mabait, talagang depensa, pisikalan. Kung ano na ngayon, nagkakasuntukan na nga lagi sa ensayo, pero ayun, parang namin na nasuklian lahat yung paghihirap namin yun. Hard work pays off lahat.
And magkikita-kita na tayo sa finals. What will the preparation be compared sa preparation nyo ngayon?
Ganun pa rin, stay focused, stay hydrated. Damay lang namin yung pagkapanalo namin ngayon din, kinabukasan focus ulit kami sa trabaho namin. Yun lang. Pwede ba mag-shoutout?
And lastly, is there anyone you would like to give a shoutout to or a message to?
Okay, sinashoutout ko yung Diliman community, kila Ma'am Honey, kila Sir Randy, kila sa mga prop namin din. Sinashoutout ko rin po pala yung mga parents ko, yung mama at papa ko, tsaka yung tropa ko, si Egoy. Then shoutout din sa girlfriend ko, yun lang.
Thank you, Matthew, and that is all for the best player of the game. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, Cheska. As the saying goes, defense will win championships, and pwede na natin sabihin, drinking water will give you championships. And let's see the full game highlights of this semi-final game won by Diliman College 78-72, an upset over our number 1 seed MCU, who really missed the presence of MJ Hosen. Rafael Perhis tried his best to keep up with the pace, making his teammates look good. JM Katubag, one of his recipients of his assists. Maranya, on the other hand, stepping up for Diliman College, scoring double digits for this game. And that man, really, Daniel Santelices. 23 big points for MCU, wasted effort for the shooter. Really trying to prove his worth for this MCU Supremos team. But they will be back on Saturday also to play in that battle for third. Still nothing is lost. And Christian Rios also providing a big game. 21 big points also for Christian Rios. Again, Daniel Santelices, 6 3-pointers. But Christian Rios equally hot for today. Diliman will march on to our championship game on Saturday, awaiting the winner of our next game, Diliman, or rather St. Clair versus UST. Solomon Cone, also a headache for Coach Ian Racela on both ends of the floor, as seen in that sequence. Benj C also providing quality minutes for MCU, but that guy, Matthew Kalilong, but the heart and soul of Diliman for today, scoring 13 points, leading Diliman College to a 6-point 78-72, marching their way into the finals on Saturday. Next game po natin between number 2 St. Clair against number 3 UST. At susunod na po namin hihahandog sa inyo in a short while. Magbabalik po kami.